Hey, what's up everybody? HTG Brian here, and we are doing things a little bit different today. That's right, we're going to check out our HTG Gamebreak for October live. You know, it's been a long time since we've done one of these, and we're here today to kind of explain why that is, and hopefully this will work out well enough that we can actually do this every month. But that being said, I want to wait a minute or two for some people to kind of file in and catch up before we get to catching up. But yeah, quick overview. As you can see on the thumbnail there, we're going to be looking at The Incredibles, DC supervillains. We're going to talk a little bit about Red Dead and what our plans are for that. And some other things too, a little personal and a little bit game related. And we might, no promises, but we might even have kind of a special guest. We'll have to wait and see. But hey, what's up, Wolfie King? Welcome to the stream. Falcon Shot, welcome as well. Anybody else out there, be sure to let us know you're here in the chat. This is a multicast. We're actually streaming to YouTube and Twitch. I almost said Facebook. That is not correct. We might add Facebook at some point, but for now, we've got the main hubs good to go. So looks like we got a few yous in here. Not quite as many as I thought would show up right off the bat, but that being said, welcome. Haha, what's up? So, yeah, October. What's going down, guys? As you can see, we got a nice October-themed background. Tyler, what is up? A little quiet, Tyler says. Okay, well, I will bump it up a wee bit. This is all kind of a new setup. It's not a new stream. You know, everything's the same equipment and everything, but it's a new source, so, like, some files are different and little settings are different. But anyhow, what's up, Adam? Welcome to the stream. Courtney, welcome. Happy Friday to you both. Adam, welcome as well. But yeah, what do you guys think of my my jack-o'-lantern? Is it okay? I got a couple of moving parts going on here. Adam says he's Batman. Nah, that's interesting. We got two Adams in the chat, Adam Dent and Skywalker. Skywalker says he's Batman. That's a little confusing there, guy. Neo, love your videos. They are my main go-to for all my Lego games. Well, hopefully one day we will actually kind of get beyond the Lego stigma. We can actually help you guys out on some other games as well. And that's kind of what we're going to talk about a little today. But yeah. I guess I got some of you guys back. Welcome back. So I've added a bunch of assets to my stream deck. I hope this goes over well, because normally in the game breaks we have like pop-ups and all sorts of information, links and things. I think I've got most of that covered. We'll see. Everybody else, you guys doing okay on audio and everything? You guys can hear me okay? Skywalker says he's also Robin. Very, very interesting. You kind of remind me of somebody that used to go by the name of Miller. Where is Miller? I haven't seen him around in a while. But anyhow, real quick, let's just go ahead and jump into things. We haven't done a game break since April. I had one lined up for May, and some personal stuff came up. To be honest with you, I don't even remember what it was. Same with June. July, though, that's kind of where my story starts. Nixandra, welcome to the stream. You know, July, my grandmother fell and broke her hip. Now, my grandmother was taking care of my grandfather, and once she broke her hip, she was not able to do that. Most of you know a little bit of this story. So my wife and I actually moved in to their place and helped take care of Gramps for a couple of weeks. Then there was a transition from their home into a assisted living community. And since then, we've just kind of been hands-on. They actually moved like they lived probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes away. Now they're 5 minutes away. So that was a bonus, but you know, they're not in their home and they're kind of dependent on other people, which is definitely tough. So I've been helping out a lot with that, and that's been a huge part of where I've been. Now, Reese also broke his wrist right around that time. And, you know, we were kind of going through all that as well. And then I just kind of got in this loop of, like, not doing the game breaks. And so I finally decided I'm going to do another one. And then I realized I'd loaned my camera out. So then I had to wait and get that back. And I got it in kind of middle of September. And I just didn't have enough time to work one out. So let's see here. Michael, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Nice and clear, she says. All right. So anyways, I decided rather than shoot the game break on my nice 4K camera, I'm going to do it through a live stream. A couple reasons. One, I wanted to interact with you guys. I wanted to do it at a different time and hope that maybe we'd get a little different rotation of viewers, because I know that I stream early in the day and a lot of you are at school or at work. So I thought maybe if I did it later, that maybe you guys would have a better opportunity to, you know, come and join us and hang out. So here we are. One of the other reasons is my 4K camera and my editor do not get along at all. And Tyler's probably laughing in the background right now because I complain about this all the time. Now, I have an editor that I've been using for a long time. I really like it. However, it does frustrate me from time to time. It has some complications with a certain couple of file types. Unfortunately, the file types are my 4K camera and my Elgato. So the two things that I record the most with have issues with. And I would say 80% of the time it's smooth sailing, no problems. But when it rains, it pours. So anyhow, by doing it live, I don't have to edit, I don't have to add anything or anything. So I thought that would maybe be kind of a bonus for me as well. Jack, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I'm kind of bouncing around, and so if I miss you or if I repeat your name, my bad. I'm just trying to keep up. Now, beyond that, you know, listen, we hit 91,000 subscribers. As you guys know, we've been kind of trailing on our journey to 100K. That's kind of groundbreaking. Once you get to that 100,000, you get that plaque from YouTube. You get kind of recognized by the community, and things change. Prioritization in the search changes. So that means that, like, we'll get bumped up a little bit when you guys are searching for our content, or maybe not searching specifically for ours, but other content that we have that's in that same genre or whatever. And so there's also other things like better chance for, you know, game reviews, products, mystery mails, things like that. So we're hoping that 100K actually helps us get over the top and make that next milestone. And of course, we're going to share that with you when it happens. We're going to get that plaque. Now, there's been some talk, too, about maybe doing some dances, some emotes. I've talked to Farmer a little bit. I talked to, you know, Paz has talked about maybe flying out here from the East Coast. I live in Salem, Oregon. Paz is down in Okeechobee, Florida. So, you know, Paz might come up for that. Now, Tyler P., he's up in Canada. He might actually come down here as well. Winnipeg, I believe. Tyler, you still in the chat? I think it's Winnipeg. I should know that. But anyways, he's talking about coming down. So there might be kind of a reunion. And if that's the case, I'll talk to Mark. And who knows? Maybe Jeremy and Doug are out there too. And maybe, in fact, Doug, what's up? If you're out there, man. I've been talking to Doug quite a bit in the last couple of weeks. He and I haven't had a lot of words. Nothing bad. He's busy. I'm busy. But he popped up, and it was kind of funny. He kind of seemed like he might have wanted to do the guide for Lego DC. He didn't say it, but it kind of seemed like it. And I let him know that Tyler P was on it. And in fact, he is on it. More on that in a minute. Yeah, so real quick too, I got notes here, you know, standard list of stuff to go over so I can kind of keep my thoughts on track here. But you know, Grandma fell, you know, we didn't go to our Eagle Crest, we didn't do our normal trip. Sometimes we vlog those, to post pictures. So we've just been like off the grid completely for a while now. And when I returned, I basically was totally head first into the Lego The Incredibles. And so anyways, we got that all finished finally. It took me forever, but that's done in the past, and I'm going to talk more about that in just a quick second. But yeah, so you know, we did talk about the welcome. We did talk about the 91,000 plus subs. I forgot my buttons. I got all these buttons here. You know, so that's kind of the good of the good. Now, some of you guys know too that our cat was ill. And I am sad to report that our little guy is no longer with us. Emmett had cancer. And he, after a bunch of tests, we did blood work, we did liver tests, we discovered, in an ultrasound, we discovered that he had a lump on his liver. And so we did all the due diligence that we needed to do in order to, you know, see if he was going to be okay or if surgery would help him or what. And it was determined that he would be okay. And so we set up the surgery, and we had to wait a week, and unfortunately they opened him up, and the cancer had spread real bad. So we opted to put him down, and so, you know, I put a little slideshow together, some video and a couple of photos, and, you know, he was Reese's cat. So, I mean, he was our family cat, but I mean, he was Reese's cat, and you'll see in the photos, like, I mean, it's Reese all over the place. So it's been tough. It's definitely been tough. And hey, Brian, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I shifted from like totally sad and bummed out to what's up. But yeah, what's up? This is different for a game break. Yeah, we thought this would be different, and we were hoping you guys would hang out and come check us out, and we talk about what's going on, get caught up, and then you guys could ask us questions live too, and we could kind of answer those rather than dealing with the chat, because you got the questions down below in the video description, or you know what I'm saying. But sometimes you guys don't like to post, but if it's live, I might be able to answer it right now and get things going. So anyways, yeah, as you can see there, Emmett, he's quite the character. Reese and him are playing cops and robbers. He even went for a few road trips with us. As you can see there, he definitely didn't love the car, but he didn't hate it either. But you know, good times. Unfortunately, Emmett was only 3.5 years old, but we got a good 3.5 years with him, and lots of pictures, memories, and all that stuff. So yeah. Oh, and here's the infamous. I've talked about him attacking Mike's shoes. That's Farmer's shoes right there, just getting laced up with the old claws. And he was, of course, a sunbather. And this was in the last couple of days. You can see Reese has got his blue hair there. And this was actually the morning of his surgery, the last day. Same with this one right here. This was right before we took him in. So anyways, rest in paradise, Emmett. Hopefully you're not suffering anymore. All right. Enough of the sad stuff. I had to recognize. I had to talk about it, though. Yeah. So, moving along. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to stay hydrated, people. Next up, we kind of already covered this, but Lego The Incredibles. Dunsky! Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys know how ridiculously long that was, but it took me way too long to get that done. And I'm sorry, part of it at the end, though, was me stretching it out because we had this gap in between content, and I wasn't sure what we were going to do. Live streams work sometimes, but not all the time. And so I kind of stretched it out. What's up, Rob? Welcome to the stream. But we got it done. You can see a little bit of footage here. This is me getting the final trophy achievement, which then led to the platinum for us, which was pretty cool. So we got to move on. Woo to the hoop! All right. Any questions about any of this? I see you guys are chatting down there. I know it's kind of sad and bummer. I appreciate all your guys' kind words and everything down there. You know, like I said, it's been tough. And I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses, but I mean, there's definitely reason why I haven't been as, you know, active. But you've noticed in the last couple of days, I think, lots of activity. So that's good. Now, speaking of activity, Matt, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Now, I gotta ask, Matt and Rob, are you guys related? I feel like maybe there's like brother, cousin, something, because you guys kind of are around at the same time, but I've never asked that. So I'm curious, are you guys related? So look, I got questions for you guys as well. Next up on the list, we actually have something I'm very excited to share with you. Most of you probably already know this. Some of you might not, so this might be kind of information for you. Some good information. Lego DC Supervillains. We actually reached out to Warner Brothers and said, hey, you know, it'd be amazing if we could get our hands on it early. I don't know if that'd be possible or not, but, you know, what do you think? And they immediately responded and said, fill this form out. Okay, so I filled out this form, and I had to post some videos that were relevant to the content and stuff like that. And of course, they liked what they saw, I guess, because they reached out to me and they said, hey, guess what? We're going to give you early access. There's only one catch. You can only put out one video until the release date. So we figured out what we could do. We got it all together, and that video is up and online, ready for you guys to watch. Nice. You guys are brothers. That's awesome. And so, you know, this is some footage of some free roam gameplay that was provided to us by Warner Brothers about a week ago or so. I opted not to put the other footage in here because it was extra work, and I'm actually working hard on the story. Personally, right now, I'm on level 9 of the story already. The game doesn't come out till Tuesday. I've already got videos for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 all edited, ready to go. So day 1, there's going to be a lot of content. Unfortunately, I can't release it till Tuesday. So I gotta wait for that, but I'm super excited. I cannot wait to start releasing these. Now, sounds pretty awesome that like I'm, you know, level 9, like way ahead of things, right? I am nowhere compared to Tyler. Tyler has actually completed the story. There's 20 levels. He's completed the story, and I think last I heard from him, let me check. Oh, Morbid, what's up over on Twitch? Thanks for your condolences. Appreciate that. I got both chats up today, and that's not my laptop, so I can actually see what's going on. Ooh, Zambi, what's up? Haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you, buddy. But yeah, so Tyler, last time I talked to him, let's see here, I'm gonna look at Skype real quick. So there's only 5 mini kits per free play level now, which does speed things up quite a bit. But not to take that away from his progress, he's done with the 6th free play. Now what that means is he's gone through and found all of the collectibles up through level 6, and he's documented them in our guide. Now, our guide is still a work in progress, and to be totally honest with you, we don't have the little icons yet. Like, I can't even sync my trophies with the PlayStation Network right now because they've got them locked. So as soon as that list becomes available where we can get the little icons to go with everything, we will push that out there and make sure that you guys get a guide. And it sounds like, I mean, no pressure on Tyler, but it sounds like you guys are going to have a complete guide to use day 1 of the game release. And if it's not complete, it's going to be really close. Now, I am trying to keep up with the videos, but as you guys know, it takes a lot longer to edit, produce, and upload the videos and all that stuff. And so I'm definitely going to be behind him. Now, day 1, I would love to have the story completed. However, tomorrow is my mother's birthday, and in about an hour, I'm taking off to go to the coast to go hang out and stay with my mom for the night. So I don't know exactly what time we'll be back tomorrow, but I plan on coming home tomorrow to get back to work because, again, my goal is to have like 10 or 15 videos day 1 for you guys. Now, that is a little confusing in how I say that too. And what's up, Hannah? Thank you for showing up. Thanks for the compliments on the game break. I'm enjoying it myself too. I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Anyways, Lego DC. Oh yeah, confusing on the release of the videos. So as you guys know, notifications ring out on your phones, emails, tablets, whatever. I don't want to overwhelm you. This is something I've seen with other channels that get early release stuff too. It's hard for us to know if it's better to just release them all at once and have your phone or whatever just wait for like an hour straight, or if it's better to spread them out. So I think what we're gonna do is at like 12:01, the first second I'm eligible to release some content, I will release the video, and then at like probably like 4 in the morning I'll release another, and then like 7 or 8. So kind of like intervals of like 4 to 8 hours is what I'm thinking. Let me know what you guys think in the comments to tell me, like, would you rather have all of them back to back to back, or what? Something else we're really shooting for on a day 1 release is the entire cutscenes. So that's something that we've kind of done here and there in the past, but since Tyler's been on board and writing the guides, we've kind of made it more of a routine. I almost said ritual, routine, same thing. You know, the goal is to have the full kind of storyline in one video for you guys. Hey, what's up, E-Links? Welcome to the stream. You know, I don't know how you guys feel about that, if that's something that you feel is a spoiler, if you'd rather play the game, if you'd rather see the story with the cutscene, because they're the same, but they're different, right? So you guys let me know what you think, and not back to back. That sounds good. Every 4 hours, yeah. So just breaking them out, I think that seems to be a good thing. And if you guys have more suggestions, please drop them down below. So yeah, we've got the trophy achievement guide at HappyThumbsGaming.com. Definitely check that out. It's not out yet, but it will be, and you know, lots of information. Thanks to Tyler P for hooking that all up, because that makes my job easy. It actually looks like I know what I'm doing, and he actually told me too. One of the mini kits, I believe it was on level 6. I'm gonna quote him. Hold on, let me pull it up again. Hold on, here it is. It's coming here. OMG, I just found one of the most well-hidden mini kits ever. Like, I'm not kidding. I spent 20 minutes. All right, I paraphrased a little bit there. I know he's gonna say, that's not what I said. For like 20 minutes, I was looking everywhere, and I finally found it. So even the cheat code struggles from time to time. And then there may have been some adult language that followed that. Maybe not trying to throw him under the bus. Yeah. Anyways, all right, moving along. I don't think I've got anything else on Lego DC. I talked about the trophy achievement guide. We got the video up. The level 1 video is up right now. It's like 30 minutes long. Lots of cool stuff. Yeah, that's about it. Hey, have you guys noticed the witch? Oh, there she goes. There she goes. So you guys notice that? What do you guys think about that? So if I do another game break, is it even worth me animating the pumpkin? You know, because like that was a picture. So I just found this picture. I just Googled, like, I don't even remember, something, found a Halloween theme. And my goal was I wanted to find a Halloween theme with some open space, right? So I wanted to be able to put the camera there, and I wanted to be able to put something else, some sort of, and I thought it was kind of cool how it all turned out. A little pumpkin glowing, and maybe it doesn't look like a real candle, but it kind of does, right? Maybe a skosh. Let's see here. A cutscene movie. Yeah, so you know, like the actual scenes in between the gameplay. That's the cinematic scenes, if you will. You know, blasting them all together, putting them together in one long... So it basically will tell the whole story of the game without the gameplay, if that makes sense. Let us know what you think. And let's see here. Zambi says, I pre-ordered DC, and as soon as it comes out, I'm going to rush for Plat. Tyler P is on that same mission right now. One of his big goals right now is to hopefully be one of the first couple of people to get some of these trophies. So hopefully he is. I know that we both got really lucky on LEGO Worlds. I think I was like 7th in the world getting the billionaire trophy, which is crazy. 7th in the world. You know, getting a head start, getting early access definitely helps because the trophies still ring off. Even though they can't sync yet, they ring off with a time, so they will be all allocated based on that. I've seen them before, like Spider-Man. Yes, absolutely. It's a good idea, cutscene movies. All right, so Tyler, you heard them. They like the idea of it. It's going to be up to you guys to make sure that you watch it when it becomes available. All right, so I want to talk real quick about something that Paz brought up to me. And I've heard this kind of in various forms from you guys over the years as well. And that is that, you know, we are a family-friendly channel. However, you know, we've kind of painted ourselves into a corner, and a lot of you guys would like to see more than just Lego games. Now, when I've experimented with other games like Uncharted 4 or, you know, things like that, I'm looking over at my stuff here. What else did we do? Boy, I don't have anything relevant there. All my good games are downstairs. Reese steals them all when I'm done with them. Shout out to Reese if you're watching. But yeah, so, you know, we've talked about the fact that a lot of you maybe started watching us 5, 6, 7 years ago. And some of you may have been, you know, 5, 6, 7 years old when you started watching and are now maybe in your teens or early 20s. You get the point. So my thought was, or the suggestion that Paz had and that some of you have had, were that we should kind of grow with our audience a little bit. Now, the commentary that I provide will always be as family-friendly as I can make it. And I've got some obstacles with some games with, like, you know, nudity, violence, you know, stuff like that, that I can't really get around in some cases, like Red Dead Redemption, for example. You know, this is a game that I've been really looking forward to. I cannot wait for it. It's a huge game. I don't see me covering it on a trophy achievement kind of a guide level, but I'd love to stream it for you guys. And so the thought is that I would keep the volume at a relatively low level so that the cussing isn't there. You know, but you know, if you're a parent out there watching, you know, tell me what you think about that. Like, is this too much? Is this not enough? Do you guys want to see more stuff like this? You know, we played some Call of Duty Zombies and things like that. You know, Fortnite's a shooter, but it's not violent or obscene in any sort of the way, really. You know, so
more
you know,
interactive.
tell me what you guys think about that. Would you guys like to see some more grown-up type games? You know, and of course, what we do when we will stream is I'll have a little icon for the mature. I'll make sure that everybody does that. And yes, Wolfie, a second channel would work as well. The problem is building that, getting the base, getting you guys over that channel, and then on top of that, you know, creating separate stuff. So like, you know, the intro, the graphics, the logos, all that stuff takes time. And I mean, I get help from Tyler, Paz, Mike, you know, I've gotten help from Jeremy, Doug, lots of people over the years have been a major contributing factor to our success. However,
huge world to explore.
There's only so much we can do and only so much time that there is available that they have. So
from harsh mountain trails.
Yeah, and Hannah, I'm sorry I didn't finish that, but after like 10 videos, I think all of them together had 100 views each. It was so much time going into those. I never even finished the game myself. I still haven't. I could finish it if we ran into some extra time. However, you know, I don't know. I don't know if you guys would like that or not. So, you know, we talked about the second channel. We started HTG TV and didn't really get kind of the initial surge that we were hoping. What's up, Reese? Welcome to the stream. You know, Black Ops 4 is another one that I wanted to talk about as far as, and I'll get to that in a minute. It's actually coming up next. But you know, what do you guys think about all this? You want more stuff like that? Not want more stuff like that? You know, if I finish the Uncharted 4 videos, I mean, at this point, it's probably irrelevant because most people aren't going to need those collectibles. I mean, there's going to be some of you here and there, but 100 views is going to be pretty expected at that point. Daniel, what's up? Pirates of the Caribbean for you, huh?
These are the people
let's see here. I got a couple questions here. We can see it. How about the new Battle Royale mode and BO4? So, as it sits, I actually have a lone copy of Black Ops 4 right now. It's actually Reese's, and I might play that, I might not. You know, it just kind of falls in that same category as Red Dead. Is that something that you guys want to see? You know, when I streamed Fortnite, there was definitely a specific audience that showed up, and it was very minimal. I don't know if that's going to change with other games, newer stuff. You guys just got to let me know, because we're here to kind of, you know, entertain and educate you guys on things. So, you know, if you don't want to see streams of Red Dead, you'd rather see trophy, let us know what you guys want. Now, we can't always cater to that stuff, but we want to know what you want. So, yeah. Hopefully, we'll get some streaming in of Red Dead. Hopefully, it won't be too much. Hopefully, I won't get reported like somebody did back in Grand Theft Auto 5, which just got me hesitant on doing stuff like that. So that was very adult themed, and I'll try to stay away from stuff like that. Let's see here. E-Link says I can do family-friendly games, but I do mature rating games as well. How I do it is skip scenes with the maturity level. Yeah, and that would be cool. You know, as much goes into like the detail and stuff of like Rockstar games, you know, Grand Theft Autos and things. It would be sweet if they had like a cuss button, right? Like, that only solves some of it, but I mean, if like when Buddy's going off and, you know, instead of, you know, blub blubbity blub blub, you know, have it be like beep beep beep, and like that would help. Like an option. I remember in one of the Call of Duties a while back, there was an option for like a whole scene got removed if you chose and I remember when I set it up for Reese, I think it was his first Call of Duty, we removed that. We went with like the non-mature version, or I don't remember what they called it, but anyways, let's see here. Zambi says you can upload mature stuff. Thank you, I appreciate that. I noticed an option in BO4 to take out the graphic. Oh, see, I've got it installed. I haven't even fired it up yet. So, you know, Reese did his downstairs, and he probably left his on, tried to get through it before I could tell him no. But anyways, yeah, Modern Warfare 2 was it. No Russian scene. That's totally right, because it was brutal. I remember watching it and just being like, wow, this is hardcore. And I mean, I was an adult watching that. So anyways, keeping on with the same theme of, you know, games, content, future stuff. We've got this guy here. We've got, you know, what do you guys want to see? You know, Black Ops. We got Spyro. I know that some of you have mentioned Spyro, but only a couple of you. So I don't know if it's enough to do it. Now, Tyler wants to play it. I never played Spyro back in the day, so I have no, like, previous experience or desire to play it. But, you know, if that's something you guys want to see, we might be able to work out a trophy achievement guide or something. Sly Wolf, what's up? Welcome to the stream. And Dead or Alive, a.k.a. Reese, says, I'd really want to see a trophy guide for BO4 Zombies. You know, that's a tough one. You know, Reese, my son Reese, was actually downstairs an hour ago lobbying to me going, Dad, come on, we need to make videos for this. I've been watching a couple videos and I know where all the Easter eggs are. And I told him, I said, that's great, but I am terrible at this game and I don't know where any of this stuff is. And so we've toyed with the whole thought of maybe doing some content on that, but it's just a matter of, you know, figuring it out and if that's something you guys would like to see or not. Looks like a couple of you are interested in Spyro. BF5, I'm definitely interested. Now, Overkill's The Walking Dead kind of falls into that too mature, maybe. And you know, we might end up making another channel. I mean, if you guys are interested in seeing some more adult-type content, just know that if it does graduate from our channel, it will end up on the HTG TV channel, and it's available now to subscribe. And if I see some movement there, I'll start putting more content, because I've already got some intros and things like that sort of figured out. So, Terry Ann, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Yes to Spyro, she says. All right, so we've got lots of votes for Spyro, so we'll try to work that in. Now, really, I'm going to need either Tyler or Doug to step up and help me with that, because I won't be able to write a guide, do videos, do the streams, and finish Lego DC all at the same time. And I'm pretty sure, I don't have the Spyro release date in front of me, but I'm pretty sure it's coming up like in the next 2 weeks, I think. Yep, definitely family friendly, definitely. Hey, Dominic, welcome to the stream. If you do play Battlefield 5, are you going to upload some multiplayer streams kind of like those with the Fortnite streams? Well, those were all live streams, and yeah, there's great possibility. So I don't know if Battlefield 5 is going to have a campaign. You know, as you guys probably know, Black Ops 4 kind of removed that. They threw kind of this hodgepodge group of like missions that you can do, and it's all... They're not relevant to a story like traditionally. They're all relevant to each of the operators' backstories. So some of them are, you know, from here and do this, and some of them are from there and did that. So that's kind of what those are, but they are little missions, kind of story-esque. But, you know, you guys can definitely tell me if you want to see them or not. You know, if you want to see BF5 streams, I'm going to buy Battlefield 5 for sure. I'm a big Battlefield fan, so I will be playing that, you know, whether I'm streaming or not. Let's see here. BF5 and COD BO4. Where is the HTG TV? Well, I should have had a link up and ready for you guys to post it, but it's literally just, you know, if you just go to search Happy Thumbs, actually HTG TV should get you there. Maybe it's HappyThumbsGaming TV. I'll have to get back to you on that one. We started doing it probably about 2.5 months ago. And the point was to do the streams, and the thought was these kind of more mature-based games, but it just didn't ever fully get completed. So if that's something you guys would like to see, I can definitely make that happen. Let's see here, Trophy Guide on Fortnite Save the World. So I finally got Save the World, and I don't like it. I know that sounds weird. I love Battle Royale. I don't really care for Save the World, mainly because there's so much going on. There's so many levels and tabs and tiers and things, and then there's the epics and all the different ratings, and it's overwhelming for an old fart like me. So, yeah, and it is on the channel tab. Thank you, Zambi. I forgot. I did put that up there. So if you're watching on our actual channel page, you should see it on the right-hand side. But, you know, I already rang off a handful of those trophies, and most of them are literally just complete that particular wave, and then you get... But maybe if there's some stuff out there, if there's specific ones, you know, we definitely don't do like 1 or 2 videos, but if you guys had like a list of 10 or something like that, we could look into that for sure. You know, so and as far as the trophy achievement guides go, really it's timing is a factor, because, you know, I need help writing the guides and figuring this stuff out. And then in some cases, like those, you know, the Black Ops 4 Easter eggs, those are going to require help. I'm not going to be able to get those on my own. You know, I watched, there's another really popular streamer that plays Black Ops, Noah J. You guys have probably all heard of him. Reese is a big fan of his. He was watching him earlier, and I mean, those things are crazy. How much they do, and how good that guy is. I would die in like 10 seconds. I guarantee it. But, let's see here. You should release bloopers. You know, here's the thing about bloopers. I would need a cuss button. I mean, that's really it. I mean, that's all that I can say about that. There's just, you know, a certain adult in me that comes out in moments of frustration, which is why I didn't do a lot of live streams back in the day, because I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to contain myself. I think I've gotten pretty good over the years, and you know, I've released, the channel itself has uploaded a total of like 2,000 something videos. And I've done a good 1,500 of those or so. You know, Doug, Jeremy, Mark did a bunch of those in the early days. So, you know, I've got a lot of practice. But there's definitely been moments where I've had to stop and edit and go back and talk over myself. So, that being said, oh, Noah just ended. He was saying an hour ago he was well over the 4-hour mark, and he was done. He was like, I'm just going to buy a bunch of guns and be done. Apparently... he's still going, so that's good. Now, we all need a cuss button, so yeah, I agree. Reese is getting to that age too, where, yeah, not my finest parenting, I would say, I guess, but all right. Let's see here. Looking at my list now, I didn't make a pop-up for this one, so you're gonna have to visualize this in your little heads. I guess maybe they're not little. I got a little head. Some of you have big heads, but you know, speed builds. You guys have any desire for us to go back to that? Whoa, Hannah, thank you so much. Appreciate that. You guys have any desire to see those anymore? Like, Reese is a lot bigger now. He broke his arm, and we kind of stopped when he broke his arm, but you know, we're wondering if you guys want to see those again. Now, some questions, some sub-questions I have for that. So if you do want to see those again, does it matter what sets? I mean, we've got some old stuff. Like, I still have some of the Lego Ninjago stuff that they sent me a long time ago. And you know, I could build those. We've got sets from, you know, I got Millennium Falcon. I haven't built yet. It's actually Reese's. I got some stashes too. Like, would you guys want to see like my showcase of my collection? Like, I have kind of two collections. One that's kind of like the family or mine and Reese's collection, and then I have my collection. So, and it's kind of like my comics too. I've been collecting comics. I'm getting pretty deep into that Sonic IDW series. I've got almost all of the 54 covers. I'm only missing like 9. So, I mean, if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, I have all sorts of nerdy, ridiculous type stuff that I could share with you guys. I just don't know what kind of content you'd like to see. Why don't I play Assassin's Creed? I am not a fan of that franchise, period. You know, when the game first came out, the first 1 or 2, I was playing SOCOM, so I totally missed out on that early entry to that series. And I just never could get into it. SOCOM was a huge thing for me. I ran a competitive clan, as most of you guys know. Tyler's tired of hearing me talk about it, so I'll keep it to a minimum. But, you know, I didn't ever play it. And so, you know, 4, 5, 6 games in, when I didn't have any SOCOM to play, I tried it, and it was weird, like the R1, and maybe if I could remap buttons, I might be able to give it another shot, but it was weird to me. So that was something that Doug really liked, and Doug, hey, if Doug's out there and would love to play it, I would love to have some guides and videos from him. You know, so I'll have to talk to him about that. He seems like he kind of wants to get back into action a little bit, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's see here. You can make a setup vid and show off your collection. Yeah, so that was something that I was thinking, you know, like I could kind of pivot the camera around a little bit. You know, I could do it in a different spot. You know, my camera is actually really smart. I might even be able to live stream directly from my camera. It might be limited to like just Facebook or YouTube or something. I might not be able to like multicast, but something to think about. And if you guys want to see that, I'll check it out. Jakester, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Vincent, hey, what is up? Do you have trouble with copyright strikes on YouTube? That is a great question. You know, I have over the years. We actually have what I would call, you know, in the early days they call them a talent manager. Now they're kind of more of like a multi-channel network. So I kind of have like a boss. Not really, but I have somebody I report to if I need them. And the company's called Full Screen. You guys may have heard of them. But they handle any kind of copyright battles, anything that I have. They go to town for me and make sure that, you know, hey, if it is somebody else's property, I got to remove it. If it's mine and somebody else is trying to claim it, then they can't. So they'll fix that for me. So Full Screen's helped me a lot with that. But what I found over the years is that generally certain games have certain music scores that are produced by like famous people. If it's famous, it's probably copyrighted. And if it's copyrighted, you shouldn't use it. So if you notice, in all of my Lego games, all the way back to like, I want to say Lord of the Rings, I think was one of the first ones. Music's gone. As soon as I get the game, turn it off. And I do that because it avoids, and I've even mentioned that in our Lego DC video, all the music's gone because it actually has a very notable guitar riff right in the beginning, and it goes into a song that I'm sure most, if not all of you have heard. And so, you know, that being said, I remove all that music. And sometimes what I do too is, actually, I do this all the time now. If you are uploading and you're worried about that, make sure that you upload a video, set it to unlisted. Let it sit there for like 5 hours, 6 hours. Let it process, do all the uploading, all that. Usually YouTube will run its processing and it'll determine if there's copyrighted material or not. If there is, it'll tell you exactly in the video when it is and what it is. And then you can go and decide whether you want to remove it, whether you want to override it, because YouTube has tools that you can actually put music and sounds over that section too. So something to think about, but I would recommend removing that and definitely removing the music and definitely unlisted as your primary way. All my videos go to unlisted first, and then I use a tool called TubeBuddy to go ahead and schedule my releases, and then it tells all you guys when the video is live. Hey, what's this? Vincent, working on Platinum for Lego Jurassic. Good. Well, hopefully we can help out. We got lots of videos as well as a trophy achievement guide at HappyThumbsGaming.com. Lots of info that didn't make the videos there. You know, like true, whatever it is, true. What was the true stud requirement for Lego Jurassic? I can't even remember. That was a long time ago. But let's see here. Brian, on Halloween, Can you do live commentary? You know, maybe. You know, it'd be fun. You know what would be funny? I don't think I can make this happen. And we don't get a lot of traffic at our house. I mean, we live in a big neighborhood. But it'd be funny if I was like all dressed up and just sat at the front door and just as people, you know, knocked and, roar, you know, scare them, roar, I'm a monster or something. And then have you guys with me just kind of hang. That would be kind of fun. I don't know if I can do that or not, though. Let's see here. Hey, Brian, are you getting a remake of Resident Evil 2? For personal, yes. I don't know if I'll do any videos or not on that. But again, if you guys want to see stuff like that, just request it. If you guys want to see things we don't have, request it. Because the more I see it, the more likely I am to do it. Now, if one of you says I want, you know, Sko Hottentot goes live, I made that up. That doesn't exist. But if you guys only want, I'm probably not likely to do it. But with like Spyro, there's clearly a handful of you here in the chat. I mean, there's only a handful of you here. And out of the people that are here, the majority of you want it. So I'm definitely going to be talking to Tyler and Doug about that. And hey, on that same note, you know, Brian in the chat, as well as a couple other of you, have suggested that you might have some volunteer time available and you would like to help contribute. If you want to be part of the team and help Happy Thumbs out, just let us know. Facebook is probably the best way to communicate with me about stuff like that. So definitely head there, message us on our Facebook page, and I will get back to you. All right, so great advice for the copyright. Hey, I've been at it for a while. I got a few tricks up my sleeve, so I'm glad I can kind of spread the... Wow, 13 strikes on one game. That is crazy. Hopefully it didn't happen, too, during that 3-strike rule. You're out. YouTube had some really strict policies on that, and they hit everybody at once, and multiple channels got shut down immediately because of all the multi-strikes they had. Hopefully that wasn't the case. Hey, look at that. Tyler's in the... Oh, yeah. Okay, Tyler's onto something. So Tyler's he's been harassing me for a while. So I spent some money on this guy right here, and I never once played it. I also spent money on VR, and then found out 20 minutes later, I am too old for VR. I get really sick after I play it. So probably not an option to play it in VR. And I don't know if cuss button, that's a factor. I might have to put the stream on delay and find a way for Tyler to be able to hit the cuss button. Because I can tell you right now that I've seen some footage of that game, and there's a lot of jump scares, and have to be honest, I don't know if I could keep my family-friendly commentary with that game. So, something to think about, though. It's right around the corner. If you guys would like to see me stream something like that, I would do it. I'm not against it. I'm not against it at all. All right, so speed builds. I never really saw anything in the chat regarding the speed builds. Maybe I missed it, but... basically, you know, they're an option. We'd love to do them. If you guys would like to see them, let us know. As for Halloween, Adam's asking if I'm doing anything for Halloween. At this point, I do not have any specific plans. Every year, the wife and I... Oh, snap. Paz just showed up, tagging first. Yeah. Nice try, buddy. Just a little late to the party. Just a little bit. Oh, another vote for Resident Evil on Halloween. But, you know, yeah. We always talk about going to some sort of a, you know, dress up. We've actually found a couple of costumes over the years that we think would be really good for us. The wife and I, that is. I think I mentioned that. But anyways, we just never seem to find the party to go to. So if you're one of my friends, Mike, if you're out there, if you know where there's a great party, dress up, I'm down too. But it sounds like I might be busy this Halloween. I might be playing Resident Evil. But, all right, moving right along. Since I got no comments whatsoever on the speed builds, I'll just assume you guys are over those. And we can move to this next thing here. So this next one was kind of funny because out of nowhere, a conversation started in one of our live streams last week. And it kind of led to, you know, one thing led to another. And before I knew it, I was actually talking about something that I had no idea what I was talking about. And people were kind of under the impression that I had some inside info, maybe even, which I didn't. I promise. I'm not covering my tracks. I didn't know anything. I still don't know anything. Well, I know a little bit now, but nothing more than you guys already do too. But if you haven't figured it out already, that would be the PlayStation 5. So we have a viewer that's been really active in our chats, and he's still in the PlayStation 3. He's been asking me what games are for the 4 and if he thinks I think he should get one. And I kind of made a comment as we were talking about it. I was like, well, shoot, if you wait another 6 months or so before you get it, you might as well just wait for the PS5. And then it was like, wait, and the chat went crazy. Oh, what? PS5? What, next year? And so we started talking about it, and I had read an article. It was very vague, and it said that there was good indication that development studios have been given dev boxes for the PS5 early kits. So it was just kind of a rumor, and that's what I was basing my statement off of. If there's development studios with dev kits, then there's games being developed, and those are likely to be the launch titles, and, you know, it's not going to be this year. And generally consoles come out right before Christmas because they want that, you know, holiday cash money. So, you know, I suggested that, you know, hey, if you only wait 6 months. So, anyways, turns out the very next day, after I clarified that there probably wasn't a PS5 coming out soon, the next day Sony came out and said, yes, we are working on it. It is officially a long ways out, but it is in the works, and you guys should know that. So, and then shortly after that, or maybe right before it, sometimes my timing is off, but I believe Xbox came out too and said that they have a new project, a little new top secret project that they're working on too. So the next gen, I don't even know what we're going to call it, because technically I've never understood this, because we're current gen now, so the PS5 would technically be next gen, but we are next gen. That's what everyone was selling this gen as. So anyway, so hopefully we'll get some more information on that. When we do get more solid info, we'll for sure post it and let you guys know. As now, it's just kind of a rumor. And hey, Paz is right. Maybe they were watching us. You know, that would be funny. I can't imagine Sony's got their bookmark saved to HappyThumbsGaming, but you never know. Maybe they like our content. So, yeah, so that's getting pretty much towards the end of what I have as far as content goes. You know, the goal was to make it, you know, half hour, 40 minutes and stretch this all out. And I still have some more. So we've surpassed that. You know, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, you know, dump them in there right now so I can go ahead and get to them before we get out of here. As you guys know, I am heading to the coast here in a few minutes. My family's actually all packed up and waiting for me. I got to pack a bag and get out of here. But we still got a couple of things to talk about. Now, I talked about the 91,000 subscribers in the beginning. You guys probably remember this. Remember? Woohoo! So, that being said, we're almost to 100K. What would you guys like to see us do for that? Is there anything special? I mean, I'm full disclosure, I never watch YouTube on my own. Like, I walk in on Reese watching something, and I may watch 10 minutes of Noah J or Sunday or somebody famous or something, but I don't generally pull up stuff and watch it. Casey Neistat was kind of my go-to when I was bored. But I don't have time for that stuff, really. And so I know nothing about what people do when they get to the 100K or 500K or big milestones like that. So if there's something that would be cool that you'd like to see, I mean, just besides a live stream or whatever, let me know, because that would be pretty sweet. Why does your orange chair look like it has an eye with an angry face behind me? Well, that's a good question. It might be a little out of focus, but that's actually a Thumbie in the background. Here, I'll get it. I'll show it. So my mother-in-law made this for me last Christmas, I think. I'm assuming this is what you're talking about, right, Brian? Hanging off the side of the chair? All right. Pretty cool, huh? See, I don't know. Is this knitting, crocheted, basket weaving? I don't know what the technical term is for it, but it was amazing. I mean, it almost brought me to tears on Christmas morning when she pulled it out, because she spent quite a bit of time putting that together. She's very talented with all that stuff, but that's not something she does on a daily basis, so it's not like she had a good rhythm or anything going. She totally did that just for me. I thought that was cool. Now, some of you guys have seen, too, on that same note, let me grab this. A couple years back, when Doug was still kind of my number 2, his sister, Sam, shout out to Sam, by the way, Sam was extremely talented as well. And Sam made me a whole bunch of these little stuffed Thumbies. We actually took them to a PAX Prime up in Seattle, and we gave these away to developers that we ran into. So there's a handful of these out there. Maybe, I mean, shoot, they may have been given to the garbage cans on their way out. I really don't know. The goal was to kind of spread the word and make sure that we made a lasting impression on some people. So like 505 Games. There was a couple of people that we really, really thought we wooed, but I haven't seen any of that stuff or heard from them in quite some time. So, but yeah, anyways, I tried to get Sam to make like a mass order of these, and the price went up. I couldn't afford her work. And I mean, she does great work. And these are all hand-stitched. I mean, look at the detail in that. I mean, so he's got a little bit of a wonky eye, and the eyebrows not. But, I mean, this is awesome. Like, and I would love to have these available for sale on our site. So I'm still looking for, you know, some sort of retailer or somebody that makes that kind of stuff that's affordable, because just like t-shirts and anything else, I don't like paying $30 or $40 for a t-shirt. Even though money is not the same as it was when I was younger, I'm still like a $20 pant, $20 shirt kind of guy. I know, cheapy. But, you know, that being said, like, I don't want to try to sell merchandise to you guys that's too expensive for me. You know what I mean? So that's why we've got this current setup we have right now. It's all made to order. It's the best deal we could find when they handle shipping and all that stuff. No hassles, ifs, ands, or buts. So let's see here. I'm getting behind in the chat. But yeah, I mean, things like that, I would love to. If you guys know something, a place, you guys are well educated in areas that I am not. So if you guys know something, drop me a tip. I would love to check out a place that could do stuffed Thumbies and stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, that's what we were, Dominic, we were just asking about that a little bit ago. The 100,000 subscriber, you know, what should we do? At this point, we don't have anything specific planned, but, you know, we know we need to do something. And as I mentioned in the early part of the stream, if you missed it, there's talk of maybe Paz flying over from the East Coast out to Oregon. Talk of maybe Tyler flying in from Canada. And if that's the case, then, you know, Farmer just lives a couple blocks from me, so he'll come over. You know, and Reese obviously lives here, so he can be part of it as well. So, I mean, we could have kind of the core group. You know, Mark, Iron Cross, Loot Hoarder. He lives just about 2 hours north of me, maybe 3 hours. And he's actually planning on coming down here in the next couple of weeks. Actually, wait, into November. I think? I don't know. Debbie, if you're watching, I don't know when he's coming. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So, one thing we did talk about, though, in regards to the 100K is doing, like, Fortnite dances. Like, doing, like, a video. Like, I think it'd be cool to do now. But, see, I can't get Mike to do the dances. You know, I could get some. I'm sure Paz would send me some footage of, like, the Orange Justice or, you know, Rocket Man or something. But, you know, Rocket Man might be hard to pull off. But anyhow, if you guys have something awesome like that, like emote dances or something that you'd like to see, let us know and we'll try to make it happen. Let's see here. Lego needs to remake all their games for PS4. Brittany, hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I would agree with that to an extent. You know, I'd like to see them bring them all back to now. Like, if they can bring them all to PS Now and every console from here out works with Now, then they've brought backwards compatibility to every console to the future. The one thing that I would like, though, is them to add trophies to that subscription service. So, like, for example, Lego Batman 1. If they're going to remaster it to a point where it works on the PS4, maybe even pretty it up a little bit, put some trophies in there. I don't know how hard that is to implement that code, but it's code. It can't be that hard. So, you know, I would love to see that. And that's one of the main reasons why we never did Lego Batman 1, Indiana Jones, the second Indiana Jones, and I think that's it. There was Lego Rock Band too, but that's a thing of the past. We'll just pretend that never happened. All right, some other things too that I wanted to touch base on before I get to the last part of the segment here, which is going to be our Patreon supporters. You know, what was I going to ask you guys? I was going to ask you something. Oh, well, brain fart. So much for that. Oh, I know what it was. Do you guys have interest in other types of videos too? Like, you know, my top 5 Lego games, or my top 5 this, or, you know, top 5s, top 10s, things like that. And if so, is it better to do top 10s or top 5s? You know, YouTube's based on watch time. That's how you succeed or fail these days. It's not so much the views, it's the watch time. So even though we have a minimal amount of people watching right now, the fact that most of you have been here the entire time, that's actually better than if we had 5 times the views. It's weird, and maybe I'm misinformed, but that's how it was explained to me. So, you know, the fact that, you know, if you guys like the content, if you want to see the top 5, maybe top 10's too long. You don't want to watch that. So that's kind of where I'm getting at. Like, what would be the best for you? 5s I'm seeing. Sound effects video for 100K, yeah. Adam, you've been working on that one for a while. You even gave me a list at one point, which, you know, I still have, and it would be cool to go through, and it'd be cool to do like an HTG Brian soundboard, right? Just all sorts of weird Brianisms and stuff. It'd be kind of fun. Everyone's saying 5, so okay, that's good to know. You know, again, if you want to help This is the last time I'm going to say it. We are looking for helpers. We would like to see people doing reviews. I get game codes almost every single day. And most of the codes are for indie games that are very, you know, kind of small scale, you know. Anyways, if you guys have interest in those types of games, some are puzzlers, some are RPGs, some are MMOs. If you have interest in stuff like that, I would be willing to give you a chance. A chance? I said chance. I was going to say a shot and then a chance, and it came out a chance. That is not what I intended. I will give you a chance and hook you up with a game code, and you can write a review. So I'll give you a format and all that stuff. So we got all sorts of different nooks and crannies we need help on that would really help us out. So if you guys got a little extra time and want to be part of the team, again, hit me up on Facebook and let me know. Let's see here. Brian says, if you guys ever can or know someone who can make Lego HTG minifigures, it would definitely buy one. So that's, yes, there's a company that makes heads, and I actually contacted them, and they were like, yes, we actually know who you are. And I was like, what? And they were like, we'd love to make you and so all I needed to do was send them a picture, and I think I forgot to send them a picture. So I think I've mentioned this before. I'm going to look into them again and see if I can get that going. You know, and you know, maybe not so much for sale, but maybe for like giveaways and things like that. It'd be killer to have like a keychain. You know, like they have Legoland keychains you can get. Like you can get minifig keychains anywhere, I guess. But it'd be cool to have one of me. You know, I don't know what it would look like. I guess I'd have to add glasses now. That was another thing too. For those of you who haven't been around in a while, I got glasses. Turns out I have astigmatism in my right eye. I just thought like I had fatigue from looking at screens all day, so my vision was always blurry. Even in the beginning of the day, I was always like, "Oh, I'm still fatigued from last night." Turns out, not the case. Glasses fixed it. Totally good. Puzzle games. All right, Terry Ann. So hey, yeah, if you're interested, you know how to get a hold of me. Let's see here, Brian. Are you gonna buy the new Lego Hogwarts Castle set? You know, I think that thing's like $300, isn't it? You know, maybe that comes down to like the speed builds. You know, we used to buy a lot of Lego because we were doing the speed builds. And so, just for the record, we very rarely got Lego sets gifted to us, whether it was from one of you or Warner Brothers. They happen in Lego Dimensions, and we got the Lego Ninjago movie stuff, but we don't generally get packages. So all of the Lego sets that we did speed builds from, or for, were all out of pocket. And so there became this kind of balance of, okay, well, we paid so much money for like the Lego Scooby, you know, whatever, and then we got 10 views, you know, or 1,000 views or whatever. So it was a matter of like, you know, is this working for us? Is this, you know, is this setting us back further? You know, so that's kind of, you know, why I'm asking about that, because, you know, if you guys would love to watch me unbox and build that castle, or I should say build, because we know I'm not building it. Then yeah, I would totally be interested in that. So looks like we got a message in. Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right, Hannah, I'll check that out here shortly once we get done. What would you love to be made into a Lego game? So I mentioned this. I don't know if this was in one of the videos that hasn't been released yet, or if this was in the one that actually got put out yesterday, but Resident Evil would be a cool franchise. I don't know that I've ever thought or suggested or had somebody suggest that. I mean, Lost is usually my go-to. It used to be Back to the Future, but then Lego Dimensions kind of covered that. You know, and then it was Hanna-Barbera. Lego Dimensions kind of covered that. You know, like Flintstones, Jetsons, things like that. So those popped out, kind of an Easter egg form. But I would love to see more. Like, I still think they could do a Hanna-Barbera game. I know it's outdated, but it would make me super happy if they did the Lost one. You know, but Resident Evil, I mean, talk about a way to bring the franchise back. You know, they say Mia Jovovich was done after the last one, that they're done, but even at the end of the movie, it looks like they're going to make another one, so who knows? Resident Evil would be awesome. Lost would be awesome. I'd love to see more of just a lot of what we've already seen bits of, like the Back to the Future again. Let's see. Ghostbusters, both old and new. We got tastes of that, but it wasn't full. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what else would be killer. You know, I'd really love to see you know, Lego City 2. That's something I think is actually realistic. I've heard nothing, honestly. I have no insider info on anything, but I genuinely believe that there is a Lego City 2 at least on the table, if not already in the works. It sold pretty well, and ironically, it was an exclusive to the Wii U. Then they remastered it and repurposed it, whatever you want to call it, and put them out there. And honestly, I would love it, and I would like to see it be a little bit more kind of Grand Theft Auto-ish. I don't necessarily want to be a bad guy or cussing in that sense, but like, you know, I don't know. I just a little more realism, a little, I don't know. I guess realistically, I just want more content. I guess that's it, because it really was pretty Grand Theft Auto-y. So, hey Simon, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I'm getting buzzed here on my watch. Hopefully it's not the wife. No, it's my calendar telling me it's almost time to go to the beach. All right, so let's see here. What else we got? Love to see a Lego HTG minifigure in a Lego game. Well, if you've seen the Lego DC Supervillains video that we put out yesterday, I actually create HTG Brian. Not really. I mean, it's not me, but it's kind of me. You know, like I don't usually let my hair get really long, but when I do get it, stands straight up. I mean, if I lay down, it'll mat or whatever. But if it gets wet, I mean, it's definitely kind of afro-ish, very puffy. And so I chose an afro, and I made it yellow because it's Happy Thumbs. You know, glasses, and I went yellow black. You know, I even made a B-movie joke along the way. So if you haven't seen that yet, definitely check that out. It should be on our channel page, or, you know, most recent upload, I guess, for that matter, minus this. Military Lego game, yes, that's kind of what I was saying. An FPS, like a shooter-based game, would be really fun. Not necessarily like Call of Duty, but something like that. You know, Fortnite, Lego Fortnite would be fun. It'd be cool to have like a, you know, see, I have all these ideas. I talk about this all the time, and I'm going to share kind of part of one of my ideas that I've never really shared with anybody before. It'd be cool to have kind of like a, do you guys remember the Toy Story games? I don't remember which one it was. Toy Story 2, I think. They had that kind of like sandbox mode, where toy box mode is what it was. And there was kind of these little kind of mini games that you got to play that had different things. I think it'd be cool to do that with a Lego game and have complete different genres of stuff. So very similar to Lego Dimensions, right? But without the toys. So all in-game, all controller-based, you know, and maybe they have like they get a license from Call of Duty, and they make a Call of Duty shooter where you can run around and kind of pew, pew, pew. Maybe you got 2 or 3 maps that are maps from the game, right? Like known maps that we would all recognize. You know, maybe Fortnite, you know, and you drop in. I mean, we already saw, did you guys see that video on Lego Fortnite where they had the Lego worlds and it was all, that was pretty cool. And I mean, they've got the tools. They just need to put it together. But anyways, I should probably start wrapping this up. You guys are active in the chat, and I love that. I actually don't want to go because of how active you guys are being. I love this. Lego Hunger Games, that would be killer too. You know, everybody running for the middle. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a battle royale experience. But yes, having that, I mean, there's a whole franchise there that they could do. I don't think there's any more books or movies coming out, but, you know, so we might have missed the window on that. But it would be cool, you know. You know, Stephen King stuff. You know, do like a Stephen King where you have like the different movies. I mean, I got all sorts of ideas. I mean, really, pretty much anything Lego would be cool to me. I mean, that's ultimately what it comes down to. But there's definitely a list of cooler and less cool things. But all right. Sandbox game to create your own Lego. Yeah, that would be cool too. I mean, like just like a straight up like blank canvas. That's kind of what Worlds is in a sense. And if you haven't checked out Worlds, you could check that out. Build lots of different stuff. Lego, WAAAY, or Cars. Yeah. We didn't get a chance to really see those. We got a taste of those in Lego The Incredibles because they're Disney Pixar. And that would be something too, just a Disney Pixar, right? I mean, that'd be cool. Game of Thrones, that's cool too. So you guys are coming up with all sorts of great ideas. And like I said, anything Lego is pretty cool. Pennywise, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Stephen King, right? Pennywise is It, which is created by Stephen King. That would be amazing. Can imagine someone's arm coming out, yeah. Stay hydrated, people. All right, well, hey guys, I've had a blast. I'm going to try to make this work every month. I don't know if Friday at 4 o'clock is the best time to do it. Maybe we'll switch it around and do it a little later next time. You know, maybe the weekend works better. I knew that this weekend I was going to be at the coast, and I also knew that Monday and Tuesday I was going to be either prepping or working on Lego DC. So I decided to do it today. And as soon as I announced it, like 20 minutes after I announced it, I got the word that I was going to actually get hooked up with the early access on DC. So that was kind of cool, but kind of a whirlwind the last 48 hours, and it's still going to keep on keeping on. Lego Ben 10, you know, I'm familiar with Ben 10, but I don't know enough about it to be, like, excited about that. Let's hear. If you can next month, are you going to do No Shave November? So about my my hair, maybe I have kind of a patchy beard. I'm 40 years old and my beard is still filling in, if you can believe that. I make jokes to my wife all the time that I still haven't gone through puberty. Like, I'm just not a hairy person. I don't have very hairy armpits. I mean, this is very, not that you were really wanting to know that, but as far as my facial hair goes, you know, it might be rather comical. So it might be fun. I kind of forget what the actual purpose of it is again. I think it's supporting, recognizing, is it, I don't know. You guys will tell me in the chat. But yeah, anyways, I might, if that's something you guys want to see. I don't know. I get kind of scruffy and get itchy, and I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But yes, let's see here. It's 1 in Ireland. Holy cow, Hannah. You better get your butt to sleep. I am almost done here. I'm going to wrap it up. I do want to give a shout out quickly to our Patreon supporters. Now, as you guys know, patreon.com is a way for you guys to support us, the creators. I've been slacking in that department, and I really apologize. I've had a couple of you message me, had a couple of you leave, and I rightfully so. My bad. I'm going to do my best to make sure it doesn't happen. I know life can be a roller coaster, but that's I have obligation to you guys, and I will be better about that, I promise. So, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and shout out everybody at the $5 and above tier, and even the people who have left me, I'm still going to shout your name out because I owe you. I owe you, and I you know who you are. So, in no particular order, let's go ahead and acknowledge these guys. Booyaka show! So Thumbie comes in with a little reversal here, and you can see everybody's on there. Now I actually have a list in front of me. I guess I could have just hollered it out right from the screen there, but I guess it would look weird if I'm looking over at the list. So I'm gonna look at the list here. So these are all of the $10 supporters in theory, but I bumped it down to the $5 because I've been slacking. So $5 and up for this month, and probably next month too. So if you want to get a shout out, head on over to Patreon, pick a tier that works for you, and we'll make it work. Also, being a Patreon supporter also gets you into a Facebook group, which gets you early access to a lot of our content. Sometimes it's only an hour or two, and I know that some of you made mention that sometimes you don't even get the content until it's been released. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on that so you guys do truly get an early access. And there's also a monthly contest that I had planned for that. I'm going to try to figure that out and work the details because you guys deserve that too. So, all right, shouting out the names. Here we go. April White. Thank you very much for your patronage. Very much appreciate your support. I'm kind of being blocked, so I'll come down here. Bonnie Miller. Both Bonnie and April. It's been a while since I've heard from you guys. You guys are my pen pals, my digital pen pals, and I'd love to hear from you guys. Douglas, what's up, Dougie? You and I have been chatting a bunch lately. I appreciate that and appreciate your support. And, yeah, if you want to get back into guide writing, let me know. Liz Munns, thank you for your support and your patronage. It is greatly appreciated. We hope you guys enjoy our content, and hopefully you can forgive me for my slacking. Michael Jones, what is up, my dude? Thank you for your support over the, I guess, gosh, it's been a long time. Most of these people that I'm reading this list on have been supporters almost since day one, and I appreciate you guys more than you guys will ever know. Michael Karsberg. Michael is a long way away from me. Unfortunately, I think it's probably too late. In fact, I know it is because I know it's 1 in the morning over close to where he is. So it's got to be that for him. So hopefully he'll catch this in the morning when he wakes up, and hopefully he will appreciate the fact that I'm finally doing a game break. He's one of the guys that stuck with me even though I've let him down month after month. So Michael, I apologize. I'm going to do better. I promise. All right, next up, Jason Maloney. Jason, you know, I've been missing out on your Catterday posts. I don't know if it's me slacking or if you've been slacking. Either way, thanks for your patronage. Appreciate your support. And, yeah, bye. Next up, Jason Carroll. Hey, Jason, appreciate your support. You have no idea what it means to me. I know everybody on this list, it's kind of the same. It's a repeat, rinse and repeat. And Thumbie, you're making me dizzy, buddy. Get out of here, kid. You bother me. All right, next up, we got Keith Lewis. Thank you, Keith, for your support. Definitely appreciate that. Now, this one's a little bit trickier on the tongue, so I apologize if I say this wrong. Delphine Levra Juliet? Maybe? Thank you for your support. Appreciate it greatly. Steve Thomas. Steve's been around for a while as well. and appreciate your support. And last but certainly not least, Celine Olsen. Hey, you know, if you're on this list, thank you a million times over. If you're not on that list, thank you anyways. You guys are all watching and supporting us. You're here right now. It means a lot to us. Without you guys, we'd be talking to ourselves. So, you know, that is pretty much it. I don't really have anything else. Any last minute questions? Let's see here. Everyone's checking out because it's late. It's funny. It's still the same people. It's just later for those people. I thought by streaming after, you know, work times that we'd see some East Coasters, some Centralers, and maybe even some Westies. But it doesn't look like it. But hopefully you guys will catch this on the flip side when this video goes repeat mode on our channel. And definitely be sure to check out all of our LEGO DC content, including the Trophy Achievement Guide, which, again, is going to be almost complete day one. No pressure, Tyler. All right, guys. I can't thank you guys enough for hanging out. This was fun. I think I should be able to do this again next month. And it won't be all sad in the beginning either, hopefully. Hopefully we'll have good things to talk about. And, oh to the yeah. You guys know the drill. Yeah. See you later, Flash and Pumpkin. Hopefully you guys got a kick out of that. Hey, D, welcome to the chat. Thanks for the safe trip recommendations. We will. We will. And, oh, yeah, don't forget, go Blazers. That's right. Blazers play tonight. They tip off here in a little bit. So, oh to the yeah. Let's get a win. It's preseason, but I still want that W, yeah. You know? Let's see here. With your Friday comps, do you ship to Australia? Yes, I do. Worldwide. Everybody is eligible. Get in while you can. That's going to do it for me, guys. As always, until next time, see ya!